Hi guys, Josh Broadwater here, and today we're going to discuss a little bit about you want to build a house, but you don't know where to start. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some of this. So assuming that you've already been pre-approved for a loan, the first step that we need to do is we need to go actually find the land that we're going to build this on. Now, whether it comes from land that we already own or it comes from another developer who owns land, we need to go and find you a lot where you'd like to live. There's a couple different things that we need to look for. We need to look for, is this land viable for the project that you are wanting to take on? Number two is it close to where you want to live? Lastly, we need to look at our lot purchase price. If we get the lot purchased at a reasonable and fair market value price, then we're able to carry some of those savings over into your home building process. Now, if you look at some things, and I'm going to use dummy numbers for example, let's say you have $400,000 budget, but we spend $100,000 of that on a lot purchase price, that only leaves us with $300,000 left to build. Now $300,000 will still get us a great home, but you also got to remember that it can possibly limit the customizations that we're able to do, such as upgrading the cabinets, possibly a different type of flooring. Say you want to maybe look at a sprinkler system. So some of those things are what we need to look at when we are looking at lots. So we've got a lot. Now what do we do with it? Well, we have to get you over to our architect, Robert. And so before we go over there, we're going to kind of urge you a little bit to look at different floor plans that you maybe take different areas of those floor plans and be able to put them together and kind of have some idea of what you were looking at when you want to build your home. So we're going to go over and we're going to meet Robert. We're going to take some of those ideas that you had, and now we're going to start to put them on paper a little bit so he's able to kind of get an idea of what you want, and also you're going to bring me with so I can kind of give you some idea of if they're either feasible or translate if you have maybe different terminology than what you're used to in the building trade, and so I can kind of help take that terminology and transfer it over to Robert. So we met with Robert, and now we have to wait about a week to a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, depending on the time, to get our first draft back. Once we get that back, we're going to look at it, we're going to meet back up, and we're going to say, hey, does this work here for us? Does this flow well for us? Maybe we're looking at more of an idea for doing this in the kitchen. Maybe what your idea came out with, maybe you want to make a couple changes, but does that flow right? And so we're going to look at that, and then we'll send back the changes, and we'll work through this process several times so we get exactly what we're looking for, and we'll be able to start the building process. Now you have your footprint, your blueprint, and now we can really move forward with getting you some solid hard numbers and being able to get ready and get closer to the process to dig.